centering pass. Oh, what a sensational save by Ethan Laughlin.
Still loose, they score!
Live from American Heartland Ice Arena for the SHL playoffs. It's the quarterfinals between Loyola Gold, the number 2 seed, and Lake Forest Gold, the number 7 seed. Hello everyone, with Anthony Pasquale ringside, my name is Chris Dubiel, getting you ready for Game 2 as Loyola leads the series 1-0. And for some Loyola perspective, we'll throw it ringside down to Anthony.
Thanks guys, I'm here with Coach Cirillo. And Coach, really good start yesterday. How do you keep it up today against Lake Forest?
A lot of the same stuff. Just get in on the forecheck, make sure we have clean breakouts, and stay out of the box.
And what would you say is the key to securing the series this afternoon?
We got to set the tempo. I mean, we can't sit back. They're obviously their seasons or their SHL seasons on the line, so we know they're going to bring their best. So we got to outplay them. It's that simple.
There it is. Back to you, Chris. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, Loyola, they had an excellent season near the top of the SHL standings for much of the year until the Nutria Green Loyola Gold game a few weeks ago in the middle of January. Nutria Green was able to take that game, and ultimately that had a big say in who finished first in the league, but Loyola Gold was right behind them at 22-5-3 regular season record in the SHL. And they're taking on a Lake Forest team that climbed into the playoffs, got the 7th seed late in the year. They come in at 15-14-1, but do not be fooled. The SHL, there is so much parity, as we just saw. It was a battle between York, the 8th seed, and Nutria Green, the 1 seed. And Nutria Green had to come back in the 3rd period with 4 goals to take that game. And Lake Forest threw a lot at Loyola in yesterday's Game 1. Dylan Ward had the call of that one on the GBS Hockey Network. Lake Forest actually scored first in that game, led 1-0. Loyola tied it up. Then they led again 2-1. But Loyola was able to take control, especially in the 3rd period, and ice the game down. They won that one 4-2. Their all-stater Charlie Bain, who was one of the top point scorers in the league. He had 3 points in yesterday's contest with a goal and 2 assists. Cole Jobert, Lochnicki, and Mikey Baker also added goals for Loyola Gold. The big guns for Lake Forest got on the score sheet for the Scouts. Shoemaker and Santinello scored in yesterday's game, but it was not enough to take down Loyola in Game 1. We'll see if they can turn the tide here in Game 2 and force a decisive 3rd game. Loyola trying to close things out. They are on their home ice. They are the beneficiary of being the host team of this opening round, even though it's technically neutral site. The teams are alternating who's home and who's away. With all the games being here at Heartland, it is very familiar for the team in white.
Absolutely, and if they should lose this game and Lake Forest takes control, the 3rd game is back in this arena once again because it goes to the home team. So Loyola will be playing all 3 in this series if it gets to a 3rd right here at Heartland. But really quick, I just want to correct something we said at the end of the last broadcast. York's full season is not over, just the SHL playoff season. They're still going to be in the state tournament with a game this week upcoming against GBS Blue Friday night at 7:20. The winner will play the winner of Lions and Brother Rice. So York's season is still alive. They've just been eliminated from the SHL playoffs.
Yeah, good call there. They still got state on the line. It's always tough to to end your season in your league. You're obviously striving to win whatever championship is in front of you, but unfortunately for York, they're just going to have to turn their attention to state now. We're getting lined up for the drop of the puck here in Game 2. Loyola Gold in their white uniforms with gold buckets and pants. Lake Forest in black with the gold and blue stripes. And here is Bain right off the hop with a shot on goal, and it's turned aside by Andrew Summers, making the start today. He makes another save and hangs on for the whistle. Lake Forest going with a different goaltender today. Teddy Huddleston had the start in yesterday's game, and they're going with Summers in net for Lake Forest today. Not surprising, as the Scouts do alternate their goaltenders. A slight edge in starts for Huddleston. He made 17 starts during the regular season versus 13 for Summers. And in goal to our right for Loyola is the all-state freshman, Charlie Trapp, who has been a really great find for the Ramblers. They were not expecting him to be the starter coming into the season, but an injury opened the door for Trapp to step in and play. And he grabbed the reins and did not give them up.
And can you think of
first year.
A better goalie name than Trapp? Can't beat that.
I was thinking about that on the drive in. Just Trapp with the Trapper. Might say that a couple times today.
Have to.
Loyola getting some offense generated here early. A long shot sails wide of the goal. Now a centering pass is deflected up out of play. A good stick in the lane there by Kowalski to deny that chance.
Yeah, I want to go back to the two-headed monster in goal for the Scouts. You mentioned Huddleston got the start yesterday, a slight edge, but they're not losing any bit of talent with Summers in there tonight. 7-5 on the season with a 3.51 goals against. They've got the luxury similar to New Trier, maybe not quite as good, but the luxury of having two trusted goalies.
That's the way to go, you see, with a lot of teams is alternating your goalies, because over the course of the season, you can't rely on just one guy. There's too many games. There's too much wear on your body to just put it all on the shoulders of one goalie. Plus, there's peaks and valleys performance-wise. Here's a chance for Shoemaker. Shoemaker coming in the other way, and he puts it wide of the goal. Felitas is there to keep it in. Now Drum trying to put it in front. This is the big line for Lake Forest with Zach Shoemaker and Jackson Drum, their top guys. Loyola trying to counterattack. A quick steal is made there. Puck is sent back towards the Ramblers. A long pass bouncing away from Jobert. Summers puts it to the corner. Now a bouncing puck towards Walsh. He's bumped into by LaRue. Taken back here by the Ramblers. Flipped up ice and cut off there by the Scouts. LaRue chasing after the puck. He'll send it D to D. Good pressure there by Walsh, causes a turnover. Marsh walking in, put it off the side of the goal. Another keep here for the Scouts. Swift tripped up, puck comes free to Jobert. He's knocked over. A good hit by Marsh, throwing the shoulder into Cole Jobert. Chasing after it is Matt Markowitz. It's put up the boards towards Jobert. A quick touch over to Liam Finnegan, who finds Bain, who will dump it in deep. Liam Finnegan, 37 in white, has scored in every game between Lake Forest and Loyola except for yesterday's Game 1. So keep an eye out for 37 of the Ramblers, who has had success against Lake Forest. Shoemaker dumped it in. Loyola quickly trying to get it out. Nelson stepping up. He held the line. A battle for the puck. And that was actually Moorhead who had made that play earlier. Had my 67 mixed up with 87. Shoemaker out there now defending against Lechnicki, who carries the puck in. Lechnicki scored in yesterday's game, sent it back to Steele. A bouncing puck hops outside the zone. Ramblers will regroup and flip it down into the zone. Nelson didn't seem like he saw where the puck had gone. That led to a chance there for Lechnicki, who put it wide. Now Baines got it, sent it down low. A stuff attempt and a save made by Summers. Rebound lays loose. Charlie Bain trying to dig it out. They flail away with the puck along the boards. It's chipped down low towards Baker. Baines got it now. He'll send it back towards Steele. Steele with a long wrist shot, save, rebound. It bounces free to Shoemaker. He clears it to center. Carrying it the other way is Felitas. Sidesteps a check, but he goes in off sides. Even though he was the puck carrier, I think with him trying to make that move to sidestep the D, he put himself offside.
Yeah, it was kind of a little sabotage there by Felitas, but you mentioned Charlie Bain. I feel like we're going to be saying his name quite a bit. He finished second in the season in terms of points, 21 goals, 31 assists, trailing only Freiermuth from GBS.
And Bain with Zach Freemuth of GBS, he tied him in assists for the league lead. Freemuth led the league in goals and points. Here's a chance for Loyola. Backhander, he scores! Tommy Messina slicing through the middle of the ice, and he gives the Ramblers an earlier lead.
Yeah, we just mentioned some of the other guys. Tommy Messina has been electric for this Loyola team. You saw the speed that he was able to display, slicing through the defense and gets the backhander to go. Loyola grabs a 1-0 lead thanks to the speed from Tommy Messina.
Messina with a dazzling display there. He went right up the middle, couple of stick handle moves, got the goalie down and roofed a backhand shot top shelf. And it's a 1-0 lead for Loyola Gold. That's Messina's 12th goal in SHL play. He finished the regular season playing all 30 games, had 31 points, consisting of 11 goals and 20 assists. One of the top guys for this Ramblers squad.
Yeah, we talked already about how this Ramblers team gets to play this series on home ice, but if there's any team that it's the fairest against, it's Lake Forest. They've been 10-5 on the road this season, despite a 5-9-1 record on home, so they're a little bit better when they play away from home.
There's a pass is picked off. Let's see if Lake Forest can answer back. It was a back and forth game yesterday. I wonder if we're in store for more of the same. D-to-D pass and quick out to Jobert, looking for his teammate Orzechowski. The shot goes wide. Flipped ahead, scooped up by Felitas. In over the line, good stick there by Steele to shut that play down. Puck banked off the boards towards Felitas, but it's by him and by everybody. Matt Klein has to go back to his own corner to pick up that puck. So Loyola will complete a line change. Finnegan, quick pass, he finds Lechnicki. Good stick there by Uline. Uline walks in, shoots one, and a glove save by Charlie Trapp. Mentioned Charlie Trapp, the freshman all-stater, started 21 games in the regular season for the SHL, posting some sparkling numbers, a 174 goals against and a 927 save percentage to go along with a 13-5-2 record. Face-off win here for Lake Forest. A shot, and that's blockered away by Trapp. Good opportunity there for Murphy Moorhead. Now Lechnicki across. And that pass not exactly in the wheelhouse for Baker. Ramblers stay on the attack. Long shot is blocked. Savage will flip it out. And LaRue will chase after the puck as the Scouts get a line change.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a really good chance. Just couldn't quite get the centering pass on the stick there, but a nice 2-on-1 break.
Long shot goes into the glove. Summers looked like he wanted to play it, but it kind of wobbled around in his glove, so he'll fall on top of it. Get the whistle stopping play with 9:52 to go in the first period. A 1-0 lead for Loyola on the goal by Tommy Messina.
We saw New Trier in the last game was really able to take advantage of York by using their defensemen to extend plays.
Turnaround shot. Oh, and that head escape. Kind of laid loose for a second. Lake Forest able to recover the puck. Kowalski will chip it in, chasing after it. Sipe pressured there by Marsh. Chris Sipe sends it across to his partner, and Loyola will quickly get it out. Here's Messina, the game's goal scorer, trying to make a move around Avis, but the puck was knocked away. Now a chance, short side, Jake Pereno, and that's blocked. Caught the side of the goal. Sipe holding it in. Sipe put a pass behind Messina. Pereno scoops it up, looking to center, one-timer, and that might have gone off of Summers. Looked like the goaltender might have gotten a little bit of a piece of that shot. Another centering pass. In tight, Pereno. He scores! He put it top shelf. That puck was in and out in a hurry, and it's 2-0 Loyola.
Yeah, it looked like even some of the Lake Forest players didn't even know the puck went in, but Pereno did a really good job sticking with that play, getting the puck through a lot of traffic, and able to find the back of the net. And even if nobody else saw it, he knew and the official knew, which is all it takes.
I think the scouts were a little bit confused because Pereno knew it right away. He threw his arms up before the ref could even point. And I think that's why the call kind of drew the ire. But the referee quickly skated over and pointed at the top shelf. That puck hit the net right next to where the water bottle is and sprung out in a hurry. So it's a 2-0 lead. Long shot from Steele. Jobert looking for the tip. Now they battle for the puck at the circle. Comes out of the zone and then quickly flipped right back in. So a great start here for the Ramblers, taking a 2-0 lead here in the first period. Goals by Messina and Pereno. Jake Pereno had 6 goals and 6 assists in the regular season. Tack on another goal for 32. Bouncing puck in the slot. Dahmer with a shot. That was blocked. Now one-on-one the other way. It's Jobert against Michael Dahmer. Nice stick to take the puck away. Good one-on-one defense there for the Lake Forest captain. Now LaRue right back into the zone. Tries to center, but nobody home. Could be a counterattack here for Lake Forest. Hustling is Moorhead. Sidesteps one, but then gave up the puck. LaRue quickly into the zone. LaRue flips a backhander into the opposite corner. Centering pass, put just wide. A good opportunity there for Garvin St. John, who is driving the net. Got a stick on it, but couldn't get it on goal. And then a couple of players went bowling into the net.
Want to go back to that point I made just a few moments ago, talking about New Trier. That's also what Loyola has done today so far to really generate so many of these chances. They've been really crisp exiting their defensive zone. So I feel like for Lake Forest, a lot of it is going to come down to how good their forecheck can be to try to maintain some of their possessions in the O zone and get some more shots on net.
Loyola, very good defensively, to your point. They actually led the SHL in goals against, allowing just 55 in 30 games. And they led the league in goal differential with a plus 69. So they can defend, they can score, and that's a large reason why they're one of the top teams in the state, not just the SHL. Puck is held in, long shot, blocked away. Good job there by Thomas Santinello to get in the shooting lane. Now LaRue has it, sends it for St. John. The pass was in his skates. The play is kept alive. St. John looking to go across. Pardon me, that was Julian Gabal looking to make that pass, but it was picked off. Loyola able to recover the puck and get it out. LaRue will shoot it in, so the Ramblers get a line change. Uline after the puck. Trying to get by Baker. He'll flip it high. That catches the rafters. So we get a stoppage in play. 6:28 to go in the first. 2-0 Loyola.
Yeah, Loyola has just looked faster and stronger than Lake Forest early on. They have a lot of players similarly to New Trier that are just big bodies. And Loyola's been able to use them both offensively and defensively to maintain and control possession more often than not.
Ramblers playing with a lot of jump here in the opening period. Now a battle along the wall behind the net. Puck squirts free to the dot. Another scrum for it before it's lifted up and out of play. So we'll line up for another draw. To the left of the Lake Forest goaltender, Andrew Summers. Off the draw, Lake Forest comes away with the puck. It's Jack Walsh moving it ahead for Santinello. Chasing after it, trying to get by Sipe. Sipe with a good hip check to take him off the puck, but Walsh is there. Kick to the stick, then the pass to Shoemaker. Now Nelson, shot, save, rebound, and another save by Trapp. A nice job by Nelson to step up and keep the play alive, get it towards the net, creating a rebound, and probably the most difficult set of saves Charlie Trapp has made so far.
Yeah, and like you said, another big reason why I think is Shoemaker. He was able to evade a couple of checks just to keep the puck in the O zone, freeing it up for Lake Forest to get a couple of pucks on net.
Bouncing puck. Dahmer had to back off of that one as it was wobbling. Lake Forest trying to come back quickly, but they're offside. Shoemaker wasn't quite back as Felitas was leading the charge into the zone. So line up and try it again. Shoemaker against Finnegan for the draw, and Scouts win the faceoff. Bouncing puck off the boards, picked up Shoemaker. Good backhand pass, ends up on goal. Kicked out of there by Charlie Trapp. Felitas from the corner, looking to make something happen, but it's taken away by the Ramblers. Lead pass to Jobert. He'll flip it in. Sent off the glass, but not out. Now Dahmer looking for Felitas. Skipped away from him. Right off the bench, the puck comes to Noah Kowalski. His pass is picked off. Now Steele will dump it in. A long pass behind Felitas. But he got a little piece of it, so no icing. Marsh trying to shoot from the boards, fanned on it. Now a pass back to Felitas. Under pressure, then it was taken away by DJ Long. Steele sidesteps Dahmer. Steele into the zone. Tried a shot, couldn't get it on net. Chipped up the boards and out. This will roll the length, could be icing, and there's the whistle. And the faceoff will come back down into the Lake Forest zone with 4:24 to go. First period, 2-0 Loyola.
Yeah, Loyola's done a really good job. Lake Forest has had a hard time maintaining their possession, getting pucks on net, and even just generating anything in the offensive zone. It's been Loyola's defense that's actually led to a lot of their offense early on.
They're playing a very stable, strong, sturdy game. The offensive chances have not been the prettiest, aside from that Messina goal. But they are hounding the puck, keeping possession, and keeping things simple and effective. Stuff chance for Pereno, and it went wide, and then he went right into the post, knocking the net loose.
Yeah, it looked like for a moment Summers didn't even know where the puck was or why the net was moving. But now that he's back settled in between the pipes, Loyola's going to get another offensive zone faceoff.
So this line has accounted for both of their goals. They're looking for another one. The trio of Long, Messina, and Pereno line up against the Shoemaker line for Lake Forest. Ramblers are offside, so they had to retreat. This allows Lake Forest to move it the other way. Pass was deflected. Markowitz looking for Long, then on to Pereno. He'll chip and chase. And they were short of center, so they're going to call icing. And they'll come all the way back down for a face-off in the Loyola zone.
For Lake Forest, I think it's all going to come down to that line of Drum, Felitas, and Shoemaker. We've seen them make a lot of noise so far in the offensive zone. They're going to need that top line that has accounted for so many points in the regular season to really step up to keep their SHL playoff season alive.
Ramblers with another quick out. They bank it off the wall. Lochnicki's pass is picked off. Here's Savage with it. Quick dump in by Walsh. Nelson chasing after it, but Sipe got there first. Sipe with a quick pass out of the zone towards Bain. Now a takeaway here. Lochnicki with a backhander. He scores! Peter Lochnicki, his second of the series, and it's 3-0 Loyola.
Again, the speed really just inserted there. Lochnicki driving to the net, getting to the backhand. That's been the way for a few of these goals so far to squeak past Summers. It seems like that stick side has been a little bit of a target for the Ramblers early on, and they've got a 3-goal lead because of it.
It seemed like kind of a nothing play that Loyola turned into gold. Puck was kind of bouncing away from Charlie Bain, and Lochnicki was there and found it along the side of the goal and sent a backhand shot into the net. It's all Ramblers here in the first. .308 to go in period number one. The shots on goal advantage, 11-5 for Loyola. If you're Lake Forest, you got to find something, maybe a big hit. Obviously, you want to get on the board, but some way, somehow, you got to turn the tide of this game so it doesn't get away from you.
They've got that top line back out there right now. I think, like you said, they're trying to generate some momentum before the break.
There's a big hit by Felitas. Speaking of. Now Steele moved it ahead. Gabal couldn't find the puck. Drum battling with Dwyer for it. Finally squirts free. Here's Shoemaker. Shoemaker walking in, trying to split the D. Oh, and he took a man down. Lost the puck, but got the better of the physical battle there. He took Will Steele right down, right in front of the net after that puck was knocked away. Now here's Steele cutting into the zone. On the offensive, he shoots, and a big glove save made by Summers.
Yeah, Steele upset that one didn't find the back of the net. Did a great job of driving along the viewer's far side and then cutting across the slot, freeing himself up to fire that shot off, but a really good save on the other end from Summers keeps it 3-0.
He did the skate left, shoot to the right, which can be tough for a goalie with the angle changing like that, but Summers was with it all the way and got it with the glove. A little more than 2 minutes to go here in the first period, 3-0 Loyola. Carried out of the zone here by Marsh. Trying to get through LaRue. Marsh couldn't slip a backhand pass to a teammate. Now Markowitz is checked. Marsh digging for it. Couldn't come up with the puck. Loyola gets it out. The pass did not connect. This could be icing. A race for it. The puck never made it to the end of the rink, so no icing on the play. LaRue keeps it in, trying to get it deep now. Puck comes to Finnegan. Spinning it back, Jobert, back to Finnegan. Sauces across to LaRue. Spun it down low. Orzechowski's checked. Sharp angle shot from Jobert in tight. That's blocked away. Good pressure here for the Ramblers. Centering pass for Jobert, never got to him. And now it's Kowalski lifting it out of the zone. They're trying to catch him in a change. Here's Jobert. Oh, he couldn't get by Kowalski. And then Walsh flips it down. Sipe with the puck. Put it ahead to Long, then on to Pereno. Pereno trying to chip it past Nelson, but he couldn't. This will force Long to dump it in. We're less than a minute to go here in the first period. A 3-0 lead for Loyola Gold. Banked off the wall back to center. Steele's got it. Moved it ahead. Messina, big hit, but Pereno's got it. Put it across for Long. Oh, and he's tied up there. Murphy Moorhead coming back to deny a good chance. Messina, clock at 12. Forced to the boards. Now Steele has the puck with 7 seconds. His dump in was blocked. Loyola's offside. That puck cleared back to center. 1 second remaining, and the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first period. Loyola Gold doing some damage early, getting goals from Messina, Pereno, and Lachnicki, and they lead at 3-0. Tommy Messina with a goal and an assist in this one. Want to thank Sam Schwartz for keeping us up to date with the latest stats. The SHL Network production team group text has been very active today. Shots on goal in the first period, 13-5 for Loyola.
Yeah, they really controlled everything in that first period. Shots, they were better offensively, they were better defensively, and they've been more physical. Now for Lake Forest, they're going to have to rebound here. You're down 3, your SHL playoff life on the line, and the biggest thing here is you got to be able to control the puck, possess the puck, and put the pucks on nets. It's the hardest to do when you're constantly fighting just for control of the puck. So I think it's definitely going to be something to keep an eye on here in the second period, how Lake Forest responds. Now the period of the long change, we saw York take advantage of New Trier that way. We'll see if Lake Forest is able to do something similar.
Yeah, Lake Forest, they've got to find a way to turn the tide in this game. Loyola has really been not allowing much. There's not a lot of space for Lake Forest to clear their zone. There's not a lot of time and space for them to create offense. They did get a couple of good looks at Charlie Trapp, but they're going to need to put some more pucks on net when they have the chance to.
Yeah, it's about taking control, taking advantage of your chances, and not just throwing pucks on net, but being able to generate scoring chances. That's what Lake Forest is going to have their work cut out for them.
Lake Forest wins the draw, and they move the puck up ice. Big hit there by Baker on Savage. Baker looking for the puck, moved it ahead to Lechnicki. Now to Bain. To Baker. Baker holding it, goes behind the net, looks to center. Lechnicki shoots, he scores! What a shot! Peter Lechnicki, second goal of the game, and it's 4-zip.
The shot, of course, will get a lot of the credit, but how about the pass from Baker, holding it, wrapping all the way around the net, and threading the needle between a few legs and a few sticks to set up Lechnicki to power that one home. What a pass there.
That was just a beautiful sequence there by all three forwards on that line, Bain, Baker, and Lechnicki, moving the puck gracefully. And then it was just capped off with just that dart of a shot from Lechnicki. And we're going to have a goaltending change here in the first 29 seconds of the second period. We're going to see Teddy Huddleston back in the net. He played yesterday, as he will relieve Andrew Summers. So a 4-0 Loyola Gold lead. Lechnicki with 2 goals this afternoon, adding to one that he had yesterday. Pass goes back to Klein. A jumps off his blade, so Loyola is going to have to regroup. Off the boards, Dahmer cut it off. Dahmer walking in, sharp angle, he shot it wide. Felitas will keep the play alive. Chipping it towards Steele, he runs into him. Mills at the line, long shot, ooh, that sailed wide. Santinello on the loose puck. Trying to get away from Sipe. That was Klein that pushed him to the boards. Now Steele putting it up the wall and out. Orzechowski walks in, shoots, and that sailed high and caught the glass, and it'll come all the way out. Bouncing puck, Santinello trying to get around a couple of Loyola defenders, but Sipe cut him off. He tried to clear it, and it went up into the netting, out of play. Whistle stops things with 15:03 to go here in the second. 4-0 Loyola.
Want to go back to the goaltender switch. Now you mentioned Huddleston in there, 7-9-1 on the year with a 3.12 goals against. He obviously took the loss in yesterday's game, but tough night for Summers, and a lot of it was not even his fault. It was just a lot of point-blank chances that the Ramblers took advantage of.
Yeah, you look at the game's opening goal. It was a great individual effort by Tommy Messina, one-on-one. Here's a chance for Lake Forest, but then it was quickly broken up. Now Walsh with a long shot into the glove of Trapp, and he gives no rebound.
Trapp to the trapper.
There it is. There it is. His 6th save so far in this hockey game. Faceoff will be out to his left as scouts sort out who they want on the ice. Off the draw, Marsh trying to push it to himself. Cut off there by Chris Sipe. Sipe, one of the great defensemen for this Loyola team, one of their all-state players. The A-High all-state selections were posted online yesterday. Here's Sipe carrying it into the offensive zone. He shoots one. Oh, that was a pass to the far side, and a big save made there by Huddleston, robbing Mikey Baker.
Yeah, Baker had a great look there, just couldn't quite get the puck to the back of the net fast enough. He had an open look, but he was too far down. He ended up throwing it off the side of the net.
Nearly a great tic-tac-toe passing play there for Loyola Gold. And Sipe looked like he was shooting it all the way and just threw that hot pass. They almost got a goal out of that. That time Huddleston freezes the puck. Face-off will be to his right in the Lake Forest zone with 13:42 to go here in period number 2. Anthony Pasquale rinkside. I am Chris Dubiel. Happy to have you with us here for Game 2 of the SHL playoff quarterfinals. All of the Game 2s happening today and being broadcast live on YouTube. We're going to have Rudy Hodgson and Wes Anderson with the 2 later games coming up after this one.
Quadruple header.
All hockey all day long. It's been fun. We saw Neutral Green wrap up their series with a 5-3 win over York in the noon game. Neutral Green was trailing entering the third period. They scored 4 times in the third to get that 5-3 victory. And we're back underway here between Lake Forest and Loyola. The Ramblers leading 4-0. They lead the series 1-0, trying to close it out. Klein holding the zone. Battle for the puck. Avis couldn't get by Jobert. Now Dahmer puts it up the boards towards Swift, not out, long shot steal into the glove of Huddleston, juggled it loose, and then Dahmer able to put it off the glass and out.
It was dangerous there for a second. That puck was inches away from crossing the goal line.
Big save by the defenseman for Lake Forest. Now Swift will shoot it to the far corner, allowing Lake Forest to change. Loyola trying to catch him, but quickly hustling into position were the players in the black sweaters. Walsh trying to get by Markowitz. Klein is there. Klein with a good exit pass to Pereno, who will flip it into the zone. They're short of center, but it will not get far enough for icing. Santinello pestered by St. John. Collision, ooh, and that knocked one of the scouts to the ice. And finally, Lake Forest able to get it out. That was Charlie Savage who took the hit and then eventually was able to make the clear before heading to the bench.
Yeah, Dwyer hit him hard.
Loyola regains the possession of the puck. Pass goes by Dwyer, picked off by Santinello. He's able to take a hit, but advance the puck. Markowitz has it now. Pass goes off of St. John. Chased down there by Carlson. Carlson with a hoister back towards the Loyola zone. Pass is kicked off of Shoemaker, but makes it to Messina. Messina puts it on goal, and it'll be held there by Teddy Huddleston. Whistle stops play with 11:13 to go in the second period. 4-0 Loyola, and they lead the shots on goal 18-6. Joining us late, goals by Messina, Pereno, and then a pair by Peter Lochnicki have the Ramblers in front. Back to the point, Nelson, his shot's blocked. Savage knocking it loose, it rolls to the end boards, scooped up by Messina. Flipped it back to Sipe. Send it right back down low. Long looking for the puck, and a battle in front of the net. Looks like we're gonna have a penalty called here, as Pereno and Moorhead were tangled up in front, and they're gonna both get sent to the box. They went to the wrong penalty boxes, so they quickly switch sides. 2 minutes each for roughing the call. Kind of a take them both. They're both battling in front of the net.
Yeah.
Keep it equal, get them off the ice, keep things calm.
Yeah, Chris, I was just going to say we haven't had any power plays yet in this game, but I guess that stays true. We do have penalties now, just nothing that'll create a man advantage yet.
Huddleston made a good save right off the draw. Lake Forest trying to create on the other end of that, but Lochnicki brings it right back in. Now Shoemaker, after the takeaway, looking for Drum, but the pass missed him. Uline chasing after it, pressured by Bain. Around the board towards Nelson, he's pressured. Bain has it now. Put it across, finds his man, the shot. Oh, and that went up high, caught the glass. Long shot through traffic, save Huddleston. Rebound to Baker, trying to slip it in front. Now Lochnicki's got it. A long shot, hit traffic in front. There's players tangled behind the net. It's Nelson and Baker wrestling. And the officials have to get in there quickly. That looked like a wrestling match in behind the Lake Forest net.
Yeah, I had a pretty good look at it, and it just looked like at first it was just a tangle up. And eventually Nelson was on top, and as Steele tried to get up, they both crashed toward the ice because he was still on top of him. So it turned into like a suplex move after an original tangle up and both guys fall. But I think just because he was kind of hanging on him for a little bit longer, Nelson's going to go to the box, and it'll create a power play just like we were asking for.
Yeah, rough and call against Gavin Nelson. So it is a, oh no, hold on. We might be having another player into the box as we've got DJ Long sitting for Loyola.
I saw that long skated over.
Didn't see a hand signal from the official. I couldn't
Neither
read
did
his
I.
lips, so we'll have to just figure out what that penalty was from the box score. But both players getting minor penalties, and it looks like we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey, with Nelson off for Lake Forest and DJ Long taking the penalty for Loyola. Officials explaining everything to both benches. Should have a draw here at neutral ice. Nope.
I think it's going to come down here in the Loyola O zone.
Yep. This will be to Teddy Huddleston's right once we have everything all sorted out and we're ready to resume action. 9:57 left to go in period 2. A 4-0 Rambler lead. Shots on goal are 20-6 Loyola.
Looks like Loyola has 5 players here out on the ice. Now, Lake Forest has only got 4. And here comes the 5th. We are going to be even strength, 5-on-5.
So after some conversation, the penalty time has come off the clock, so they're just going to go as coincidentals. 5-on-5 we play, and it'll require a whistle for both of Long and Nelson to rejoin the play after 2 minutes of game time have gone by.
Both those penalty boxes looking pretty full.
Icing against Loyola. Yeah, it's getting cozy down below our broadcast position where you have the penalty boxes are not next to the benches like you see at a lot of rinks in the area. Off the draw, a keep in by Dahmer for Lake Forest. Trap out to play the puck. He's pressured by Felitas, gave it up. Centering pass was out of the reach of Shoemaker. Loyola able to get it out of the zone and all the way down. Dahmer chases after it. Now flipped in by Matt Klein to the opposite corner. Michael Dahmer with it. Rims it right back out. Klein will just shoot it in again. Now Felitas bumped off the puck by Steele. But the puck taken away by Loyola. Jobert with a long shot, scooped up Huddleston. He'll play it along to Santinello. Pass looking for Drum, got deflected. Bain tried to dump it in, could not. Drum trying to settle a bouncing puck. Finnegan finds Bain. Bain runs into Santinello. Santinello couldn't get by Baker, so he's forced back towards his own corner. Tried to hoist it out, but it goes into the Loyola bench. The whistle stops play with 8:25 to go here in the second. And some of the players coming out of the box. Pereno back for Loyola and Moorhead back in action for Lake Forest.
Yeah, ever since the goaltender switched for Lake Forest, we've seen a much more controlled pace of the game. Lake Forest hasn't been able to get on the scoreboard, but they also have been able to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, they haven't been running around as much. It's still been tough sledding for the Scouts as Lake Forest, or as Loyola Gold has been very, very disciplined in their positioning and just really not allowing a lot of time and space for Lake Forest to operate when they do have the puck. Now a steal. Here's Lochnicki looking for the hat trick. Shot's blocked. Regrouping in the neutral zone. Markowitz shoots it in. Walsh carries the puck ahead for Lake Forest. Over to Uline. In over the line, he shoots, and a glove save by Trapp. He'll hold.
Trapp really hasn't gotten tested all too much. He's faced 7 shots and saved all of them. I think only 1 or 2 you would really qualify as a solid scoring chance for Lake Forest. And on the other side of things, 20 shots on goal the Ramblers have been able to put on both Summers and now Huddleston.
Face off here to Trapp's right. And the draw is won here by Loyola. Sipe pressured by Felitas. Now a keep in Santinello, long shot and a stick save by Trapp. Felitas chasing after Sipe. Sipe able to elude him. Nelson for long, off the boards and out. Now it's DJ Long getting into the offensive zone. Followed up by Nelson. His shot is blocked. Felitas, who blocked it, carries it on his own. Big collision in front of the boxes as Nelson got in front of Felitas. Sight up ice for Pereno. He shoots, and it's steered aside by Huddleston. Now Kowalski looking ahead for Felitas. Couldn't get by Klein. Now along with the puck. Flip it off the glass. And it's going to be offsides against Lake Forest. Mills reached up and gloved the puck. He was outside of the zone, and the puck was gloved down back into the offensive zone. So we get the whistle stopping play.
Going back to the last rush for Loyola, what a nice pass that was from Sipe. Really threading the needle dot to dot, practically longer than blue line to blue line, all the way through the stick. Obviously the shot didn't go in, it was steered away by Huddleston, but a nice chance generated by the crisp passing from the Ramblers D.
Pass to the point was bouncing. Steele had to back off. Now Steele shoots it back into the Lake Forest zone. Carlson pressured by Dwyer. Here's a shot and a save made there by Huddleston. Puck is loose. They battle for it. Now it comes free to the corner. Gabal has it. Looking for St. John. The pass was deflected, and Lake Forest has it.
Yeah, Dwyer just couldn't corral. The puck was bouncing on its side, unable to get the shot through.
Back they come into the zone. Jobert runs into a couple of scouts. Now the puck jammed up against the wall. And they try to dig it loose. Finally it comes free. LaRue's got it. LaRue put it in front. That tipped off of Orzechowski's stick. Oh, and a big collision in behind. As Moorhead was taken down. Meanwhile, the Ramblers with the puck. Good play by Carlson. Finnegan looking for a shot. That was blocked. And finally, Moorhead able to get it out after he runs into Jobert. And we're going to have a penalty. And then Moorhead takes a shot at Orzechowski. Moorhead's going to go to the box. And he may have cost his team a power play because Cole Jobert was going off first.
Yeah, Jobert had the cross check and then went back for more. And after the second hit, which I think is what drew the original penalty, Moorhead retaliated. And now they're both going to the box, I believe, for roughing.
Yeah, that's one of those where you kind of want to, if you're at Lake Forest's bench, you want to see your player show some restraint. Because the way this game has gone, a power play could have been exactly what you needed to get you some more looks at the net, more scoring chances. We're over halfway through this game, and Lake Forest still with only 8 shots on goal.
Just got a good stat from Sam Schwartz here. Murphy Moorhead leads Lake Forest in penalty minutes by almost double the next player.
86 penalty minutes in the regular season. Here's a shot right off the post. Now back they go the other way. Here's Shoemaker. Long shot attempt was blocked by Sipe. And then a centering pass got by everybody. Uline keeps it in. Long flipper, hit trap, stuff attempt. They score! It's Drum from behind the net, finds an opening. And Lake Forest is on the board.
What a huge goal. It wasn't pretty, but they stuck with the play, able to stuff it home. And just like that, Lake Forest turns this into a ball game. Down 3 late here in the second period. But we've seen crazier things happen here in the SHL. All you really need to see is that first one go in.
Yeah, after the puck had hit Charlie Trapp, it bounced in behind the goal where Jackson Drum was standing, and he was able to find it and put it off of Trapp's arm, it looked like. He found just the slightest opening, and Lake Forest is on the board. Their 9th shot on goal finds the back of the net. 4-1 here in the second period, 4:07 to go. As Loyola ices it. Jackson Drum was the goal-scoring leader for Lake Forest. He had 19 goals and 37 points for the Scouts. And that one, the goal scorers seem to get those types of goals. Wouldn't you say, Anthony? It's kind of the weird ones.
Yeah, they tend to be in the right spot at the right time. And you get those kind of weird ones that trickle in when you are in the right spot at the right time.
So they're not all highlight reel goals, but the best scorers can do it in more ways than one. Here's Santinello with some speed through neutral ice. He gains the zone, trying to split the D. His backhander goes wide. Now Messina's got it. Up the wall, trying to kick at it with Shoemaker, and that took a funny hop and wobbled into the Lake Forest bench for a stoppage. Face off just outside the Loyola zone. And possession taken by Lake Forest. They'll dump it in. Uline short of center, but icing waved off. Now Sipe carries for Loyola. Trying to get around Uline. Sipe pushed to the corner by Nelson. And now Orzechowski. A big hit. One of the Loyola players is down. And the whistle sounds. Looks like we might have a penalty here after Sipe was taken out of the play.
The old miners have just been washed off, so now the boxes are empty. We'll see what the call is here.
It's an interference penalty.
That's what it looks like, interference.
And Nelson broke his stick. The penalized player is Gavin Nelson, so he had to go back to the bench for a fresh one.
That way when he comes back on the ice after the penalty expires, he's not stickless.
Right. So a power play here for Loyola. They were excellent in the regular season. 13 for 60, 21%. Lake Forest was a good special teams team in the SHL. They had the 4th-ranked power play and the 4th-ranked penalty kill. Their PK was 80 for 97. Long shot. Glove save made by Huddleston.
A really good reaction there by Huddleston, able to get that one in his trapper. I think the big thing for Loyola on this power play is going to be to use some of their big bodies to screen Huddleston. Otherwise, he'll be able to make saves like that for the full 2 minutes.
Now here's Sipe, moving it down low towards Finnegan. A battle for the puck in behind the net. Now Jobert's got it, looking for Finnegan. Back to the point, Sipe. Across. Now Steele has it. Back over to Sipe. Bain, quick pass to Finnegan.
Bain's in the center here. It really looks like they're trying to get him involved.
Finnegan looking to center. Pass is cut off, but Jobert keeps the play alive. Now Marsh trying to clear it. He'll get some help from Dahmer, hoisting it off the glass and all the way down. Good positioning by Lake Forest allows them to steal the puck and clear. Here's Charlie Bain, moving it ahead. A chance for Baker. Carries behind the net. Mikey Baker dished it off to Klein, trying to get it deep. It was cut off there and cleared all the way down by Finn Avis.
So far, a really good kill for Lake Forest. We'll see if the final 14 seconds on this penalty expire. They're able to bring some of that momentum to close out this second period.
Here's Tommy Messina working into the offensive zone. He shoots one, and that missed, and that will clear itself. Nelson's out of the box. Nearly had it come to him, but I think it jumped off his skate. Messina back on it as we get down to the final minute of play in the second period. Baker looking across towards Long. Pass was disrupted. Played up the boards. That was played by a high stick.
Yeah, I was just going to say a high stick on Baker right down here.
So the faceoff will come outside the zone. 50 seconds left until we go to the break. See if Lake Forest can build a little momentum off of a successful penalty kill. They really did not allow a quality chance to the Ramblers on that power play. Now they get an offensive zone draw. Stalemate on the draw. Felitas pushed it ahead. Shoemaker's got it.
Clock didn't start.
Clock is still not running. And there it goes.
Probably about 10 seconds that we just lost.
I just saw the referee hold up 7 seconds, or 7 fingers, so I'm assuming that's where they'll blow the play dead. Battle along the boards. It's dug out of there by Sipe. Long pass ahead for Jobert. He'll chase it down, trying to center. Finnegan on his backhand, couldn't corral the puck. And now Felitas collides with Sipe. Puck comes free to Steele, who will shoot it in. Bain centered, the shot. Oh, and Finnegan couldn't get it on goal. And the whistle sounds, and that is the end of the period. You won't hear a buzzer, but because they had an issue with the clock starting, the referee took note of it and gave the signal to both benches that the whistle would sound with 7 seconds left to end the period. So that's it for 2 periods of play between Loyola Gold and Lake Forest. And Anthony, the Scouts have their work cut out for them going into the break.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're going to have to come into this third period with a ton of energy because you're chasing 3 goals to one of the best teams in the state and a team that is really big and really strong. So it's going to be hard. The biggest key for them is to maintain control. Take the tape on the passes, shots on net. They can't keep losing the puck in the neutral zone and letting Loyola really dictate the pace of play. Lake Forest needs to take control. And
for Loyola, to close this series out, you just got to do more of the same. They're playing very effective, simple hockey. They've defended well. They've created offense when they've needed to. They've got goals from Messina, Pereno, and 2 from Lochnicki. Messina's got an assist to go with his goal. They've just been very effective at both ends of the ice, and they are now 17 minutes away from closing out this series and moving on to the semis. So we'll see what happens in the third period. Loyola Gold 4, Lake Forest 1. Their lone goal coming from Jackson Drum. We'll take a break. You are watching the SHL playoffs here on the SHL Network. We are back here on the SHL Network. It's game 2 of this quarterfinal playoff series between Loyola Gold and Lake Forest. A 4-1 lead for Loyola Gold. Lake Forest going to try to battle back. We're going to throw it down rink side for Anthony with one of the Lake Forest coaches.
Thank you, Coach. You were able to build some momentum late in that second period. How do you carry that into this ever-important third?
We need to stay on the physical game of this. You know, we got to get pucks out of the zone. More importantly, we got to get pucks on net. We're getting a lot of shots blocked high in the zone, so get them on net and we crash hard. Hopefully we'll build some more momentum moving forward.
And what was your message to the guys in the locker room before this third period?
You know, these guys have worked so hard all season, and to make the playoffs for our first time is huge, and we don't need to waste it, right? We're not wasting it. We're just a couple mistakes here and there cost us, so hopefully they come out flying.
Thanks, Coach.
So Lake Forest trying to turn the tide in this game, make some noise in their first SHL playoff appearance. Tough hill to climb, down 4-1 against a stingy Loyola team. Mentioned earlier in the game, they led the SHL in goal differential and in goals against. So the work will be difficult, but not impossible for Lake Forest. Was able to generate some offense late in that first period. They had leads on Loyola twice in yesterday's game. We'll see if they can pull from some of that effort Saturday afternoon to get this game back in their favor. There's the drop of the puck, and we are underway here in the third. Chris Dubiel here with you. We've got Anthony Pasquale doing the rinkside interviews and color commentary today, along with our excellent production staff led by Jimmy Olson. We've got Matt Freeman, who shoots a ton of these games, along with Joel operating one of the cameras. We got Gerard Boris helping us out today as well, doing yeoman's work all day long to bring you some great coverage of the SHL quarterfinals. All the game 2s here this afternoon and into the evening. Here's Savage for Lake Forest working in one-on-one against Sipe. Sipe with a good stick to steer that to the corner. Flipping it ahead off the blade of Lochnicki. Chasing after it is Bain. Settles the puck. Looking to center. The pass a little bit behind Lochnicki. Back the other way. It's Marsh trying to get by Sipe. And Chris Sipe stands him up. Taken there by Nelson. Cooper Nelson had his pass deflect all the way down. This is going to be icing against the Ramblers.
It's early, but a pretty good start to the period for Lake Forest. They've been able to control the puck in their offensive zone thus far. And I think the biggest key in the chopping away at this deficit is making sure Loyola doesn't get those point-blank chances on their side of the ice. And now I'm back on that side and haven't seen much action here. But that's going to be the key, keeping Theodore Huddleston away from shots as much as possible.
Here's Shoemaker, bringing it right back into the zone. Gives to Felitas, back to Shoemaker, and he's taken off the puck by LaRue. Santinello trying to keep it in, but it's chipped by him. Finnegan, one-on-one against Dahmer. He shoots one, and a glove save by Huddleston, and he'll just hang on to it. Thought about playing it, but that puck didn't look like it was going to come clean out of the trapper.
Yeah, it looked like it got tangled up, and just as he tried to play it, he thought better of it and ended up swallowing it to freeze the puck. But that's going to be a big thing here in this period for Lake Forest, is they have to get off to a fast start. You have to cut into this deficit before Loyola makes it a bigger lead. That's going to be the biggest thing for momentum, and also just believing that you can pull off this comeback.
Now a centering pass for Finnegan is broken up. Kowalski ahead for Marsh. Over the line, Marsh put it to the boards. That hit Swift, didn't see where it went, and back to the neutral zone. All the way back towards Huddleston. Makes a long pass to Santinello to get him out of the zone. Far side, it's Kowalski, runs into Klein. Now Steele looks up ice. Finnegan catches the pass. Finnegan over the line, pulls up, shoots. Oh, that missed high. Rebound chance, and a save by Huddleston with the pad.
That was a gorgeous save right here by Huddleston, able to get from post to post and get the pad on the shot. He ended up coming over with such momentum that it fired the net off of its moorings, but wow, what a save that was.
Just a huge stop and potentially a game-saving stop, at least at this point. So if you go down 5-1, it's all but over. And Huddleston keeps it a 3-goal game. Now here's Moorhead over the line, looking for Savage. They've got Walsh the trailer, but the play is broken up by Loyola. Now Dahmer off the glass and out. LaRue up ice. Pass bounces to Messina. He's got Long going to the net. Long stick was lifted, and the puck sails to the corner. Pereno chips it down low, but cleared out of there by Lake Forest. This is going to go for an icing against the Scouts. 3 minutes gone by here in the third period. A 4-1 lead for LAG.
Yeah, we saw Messina net that first goal of the game early in the first period, but since he's kind of turned and shifted his gears into more of a bread setter, and you saw that centering pass attempt. You mentioned the stick got lifted at the other end of it by Long, but Messina's vision has been huge in Loyola's offensive output over the course of this game.
Here comes Swift into the zone with Marsh. He is checked there by Cooper Nelson. Now Sipe pestered by Kowalski. And Swift gets in on the forecheck, but the puck taken away by the Ramblers. Baker with a chip and chase around Gavin Nelson. Sidesteps a check, centering pass. Toe save made there by Huddleston.
He's been great with that left pad in this period.
Had to flash the leg out quickly to make that stop. After a dump in, Lake Forest completing a line change. Mills with it. Has it stripped away by Bain. Oh, and a good recovery by Mills to knock it to the boards. Now Finnegan, his shot, a step by Huddleston. And then a pile up in front of the net as Mills takes Finnegan out of the play.
Finnegan hit the ground really hard and rolled over a couple times. He looked frustrated that Mills ended up on top of him not once but twice as he rolled. Doesn't look like the officials have put their arms up for any type of penalty. I think that was just a kind of let the guys play after the whistle for a second. But it definitely got physical down in front between Mills and Finnegan.
Face-off will be out to the right of Huddleston. Finnegan will stand in there and take the draw. And he wins it back to Steele. Long shot tipped on goal and a scooping glove save made by Huddleston. Not sure who got their stick on it in front, but a redirect made that a difficult save, but Huddleston up to task. This clear goes all the way in on Trapp. He'll just hold it for the whistle.
We've got word of Lake Forest State tournament game. They're going to be playing New Trier White on Valentine's Day at 8 p.m. Lake Forest will be the home team. They're the 8th seed in the tournament. New Trier White is the 25. The winner will play the winner of Evanston and St. Ignatius Maroon.
Thanks, Anthony, for the state tournament update. It's a fun time of year for anybody that's involved with or follows high school hockey in Illinois. So when all the best games are happening. We got league playoffs and state playoffs happening now until about mid-March. Here's Shoemaker with a steal. He shoots, and it's up high. Felitas now couldn't get by Klein. And then it went ahead to Finnegan. He sidesteps Dahmer. Finnegan has Joe Bear going to the net. He finds him. The move. He shoots. He scores! He pulled it from his forehand to his backhand and slid it through the pads of Huddleston, and it is 5-1 Loyola.
Not sure if we get a second look at this, but Huddleston originally made the save with a sprawling effort. but his other leg that was behind ended up knocking the puck in the net. A really good save at first, but it ends up being a goal either way, and Loyola's up 4.
Finnegan with the beauty of the pass to Jobert, who makes the nice move. Just an all-out effort by Huddleston, but just couldn't come up with the save. And the Ramblers extend the lead to 4 goals. They come right back into the zone. Here's a shot from Gabal. It's blocked. Moorhead got tangled up with Gabal and then went down to the ice. Now Nelson battling with Garvin St. John. And then it's cleared out by Walsh, but it gets away from Savage. Played up the boards. Uline into the zone, 1 against 2. Tried a shot, but it was forced wide. Uline with the long flipper, and it's going to be icing. He's short of center. So the faceoff will come into the Lake Forest zone. 11:19 to go. Loyola leads 5-1.
Yeah, this is, worst case scenario for Lake Forest. You want to be spending the majority of this period in your O zone, not your D zone. And here they are having to take another faceoff in the Loyola offensive zone.
Now a steal, a backhand shot. Huddleston made the save. Sipe sends it to Pereno. His pass kept corralled by Cooper Nelson, who just barely kept it in the zone. Now Long cycles along to Messina. Back over towards Nelson. Now Long to Messina. Back to the point, Sipe. His shot blocked, and Swift took it away. Swift for Kowalski. He's taken off the play by Sipe. This Loyola defense is just excellent at positioning and gap control, and they just don't allow a whole lot. And you're seeing Lake Forest being frustrated by it. Long shot, stopped there by Trapp. That was just the 10th shot by Lake Forest in this hockey game.
Yeah, they're getting absolutely waxed in the shots on goal battle. 31 already for Loyola compared to just 10 for Lake Forest. They have that one goal that they were able to stuff home. I believe Jackson Drum was able to net his 20th of the season, but you take a look at the scoreboard, and there's a reason Loyola's up 5-1. It's because they're getting more pucks on net and generating more quality chances. Lake Forest has really been stymied this afternoon.
Indeed they have. The way that Loyola has played in their D zone, just suppressing any kind of offensive opportunity Lake Forest might be able to generate. It's made for a long afternoon for the Scouts. But they will press on. Here's Shoemaker with the puck. Battled, and it was cleared out of there to Nelson, and they're offside.
Yeah, and the big thing, too, is you mentioned how good Loyola's been in their defensive zone, but they've also been able to use that, the pucks that they've been able to gain control of and turn it into offensive chances with long stretch passes and good exit passes out of their defensive zone. And it's led to a lot of odd man rushes and a lot of control in the offensive zone for the Ramblers.
Off the draw, the puck goes skipping down into the Lake Forest zone. Taken there by Drum. Long pass hit the linesman. Now Lochnicki puts it into the zone. We're on hat trick watch for Peter Lochnicki. He has 2 goals in this one. Felitas steps into the Loyola zone. Forced wide there by Klein and had to dump it. Now Markowitz has it. Gave it to Lochnicki. Lochnicki with a long shot, sails wide of the goal. Baker is there, but it skipped past him, then held in. Mills battling with Bain. Lochnicki had it jump off his stick, and that allows Walsh to carry it out of the zone. Gave it to Moorhead, who dumped it in. Quickly sent back the other way by the Ramblers. Now a race to a loose puck. Getting there first is Michael Dahmer. Gets around one, but Gave it up to Finnegan. Finnegan to the net. Finnegan had a stick tied up. Then a shot from Jobert. Hit a leg. LaRue off balance. Couldn't get it on net or deep. So Loyola regrouping. Hoisted it into the zone. Now here is Savage. Or should say Dahmer was reaching for that puck. Loyola comes up with it. Jobert with a shot. That was blocked in front by Dahmer. Finally, a bouncer is cleared out of there by Kowalski, who carries it ahead. Kowalski trying to get around the defense. Sipe pushed him off the puck, and it harmlessly slides into Trapp, who covers.
Dahmer in some pain after that blocked shot. It looked like he took it right off the midsection, kind of holding his stomach and side area as he skated to the bench. I'm sure he won't be out long. He's a tough kid, but that definitely looked like it hurt.
Now those will sting. Those will sting for sure. Made a good play, though, to deny a scoring opportunity. Dahmer, one of the workhorse defensemen for this Lake Forest team. Now a race to a loose puck. Santinello is there. He's got it, pulls up. Santinello trying to get away from Messina. Now Drum moves it ahead for Shoemaker. Shoemaker and Sipe battle for the puck. It pings around, picked up by Felitas to Shoemaker. Oh, and he couldn't get the backhander on net. And he knocks Sipe off the puck. This is going to be a penalty against Lake Forest, and then a little bit of extra happening after the whistle. It was a spirited bout between Chris Sipe, the Loyola defenseman, and Zach Shoemaker trying to make a play for Lake Forest. He knocked him off the puck, and he's going to get called for a hold.
And this, of course, are these two teams' fifth time meeting this season, so you can expect you get a lot of physicality the later and later you go into these season series. In the regular season, Loyola won 4-3 in overtime, and then a pair of victories 3-1 and 4-1. And then, of course, yesterday in the series opener, they won 4-2, and they're on top right now 5-1, and on the power play looking for more.
Trapp was in net for all three of those. He has not been very busy in this game. 10 saves on 11 shots for the netminder, for the Ramblers, who go to work on the power play, their second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. Clearing attempt is picked off, a shot off the side of the net. Good look there for Bain. Now it's sent back to the point for Steele. He goes across Sipe. Then on to Steele. Jobert, left circle. In behind, Finnegan for Bain, back to Finnegan. Now Sipe with it. Dish to Steele, then to Jobert. Put it in front, and that's off a stick and deflected. The net was knocked loose, so we get a stoppage in play.
Yeah, Finnegan was crashing toward the net there, and he disrupted the post off its moorings, but it looked like during that entire sequence they were trying to cycle the puck over to Sipe, who was crashing toward the slot, trying to get a one-time chance. So this time around, with the line change, it looks like Messina is going to be playing that role. We'll see if they get him involved.
Face-off win by the Ramblers. Klein's got it at the point. Moves it along to Baker. Baker walks in, shoots, he scores! That's DJ Long! DJ Long picked up the puck at the left circle, walked it in, and put it top shelf. Power play goal. 6-1.
Boy, was there a ton of force on that wrist shot, able to lift it all the way up over Huddleston's shoulder into the top shelf for the 6th goal of the afternoon for the Ramblers. Wonderfully done there by DJ Long.
Methodical puck movement on the power play by the Ramblers, and it results in their 6th goal. They were patient. They came up with the chance. Oh, a good chance there for Drum, and a save made by Trapp. Maybe his best save of the game. Lake Forest looking to answer back. Shoemaker battling for the puck. He's pushed off of it. Now it's Tommy Messina who opened the scoring. Messina sidesteps a check, tried to slip it in front. Now Perino is there to keep it in deep. Messina back to the point. Long wrister, missed the goal. Felitas will backhand it to center. Steele will shoot it in. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Long pass, just missed Marsh, and that's going to be an icing whistle against the Scouts. Faceoff will go all the way back down into their zone.
Clock is running here even though the puck is not in play. The other period we had the clock stopped while the play was dead. Now we have the clock running while the play was not in action.
Play controlled by Loyola. That may be the 5-goal deficit running clock rule. Now taken by St. John. He's hit hard there by Santinello. Took him right off the puck. Markowitz has it for St. John. He was trying to deflect it into the zone. Instead, deflected it into the Lake Forest bench. The coaches had a heads up there, but nobody's worse for wear. And yes, the clock will continue to run with Loyola up by 5. So we are approaching the final 4 minutes. Lake Forest wins the draw. They'll shoot it in. Sipe will go back to get it. No icing. Pass deflects all the way to Bain, just out of his reach. He tangles with Uline, who is able to shield the puck and send it out. Sipe with a long dump in was too high, catches the netting and out of play.
Yeah, clock is still running, so it is that 5-goal rule. The Loyola bench having a little bit fun with Sipe as he sent that one out of play. Heard a few calls from the bench. Come on, Sipe.
Just a little bit too much as he airmailed it into the netting above the glass.
We mentioned now for Lake Forest, you look ahead to the state tournament, and they're going to play New Trier.
Going back after it is Michael Dahmer. Puts it off the glass and out. And dumped right back in. Loyola will be content to just get pucks deep. Not have to create anything too fancy. Big hit by St. John, taking Walsh down. And that got the Loyola bench cheering. Another big hit as Walsh is put into the door. We're going to get a penalty called against the Ramblers.
Yeah, Walsh is taking a beating on this shift. 2 massive hits. One down to the ice, and that one, of course, into the door and hanging into the opponent's bench. And I think they're going to get Cabal to the penalty box.
Cabal's getting tossed here, too. He was not a fan of the call, had some words for the ref, and the referee said you can have a 10-minute misconduct and get out of here, too. So,
and he had to walk through the line of Glenbrook South players who are ready to take the ice because right after this game, it's Glenbrook South against St. Ignatius. So on his way to the bench, he had to walk past a line of probably 10 in yellow, getting some pats on the back.
And all the while, the clock continues to run. DJ Long's going to serve the penalty for Cabal, who got called for roughing. I believe that was the call. Is kind of an unclear signal from the official, but either way, Cabal penalized and tossed. But it won't be much to sweat for Loyola as they lead 6-1 with time quickly ticking down We're getting down to the final minute here, and Ramblers are going to move on to the second round just like New Trier Green. So your number 1 and number 2 seeds will be continuing on to the semifinals. We'll await what happens with the other games coming up. We're going to have St. Ignatius taking on GBS. Ignatius won game 1 of that series, and then the final game of the night is going to be St. Viator against Glenbrook North. GBN getting the win in their first game. Final 40 seconds to go in this one. Lake Forest on the power play. Santinello for Shoemaker. Bank pass looking for Felitas. That play is gummed up at the line and batted back into the neutral zone. Santinello gets the line and dumps it in. Felitas had a jump off his backhand, and that allows Jobert to clear at the length of the ice. Final 15 seconds. Shoemaker with 10. Couldn't get around Jobert. And a good play by Messina. He's going to have a 2-on-1 with LaRue. Tommy Messina, he shoots, and a blocker saved by Huddleston. And there's the buzzer. The final horn sounds. Loyola Gold with a dominant 6-1 victory. They were the visiting team on their home ice. And the boys in the white sweaters and gold helmets wrap up this series 2-0 with their victory over Lake Forest this afternoon. And really, at both ends of the ice, Anthony, Loyola was excellent.
Yeah, they were great tonight. They were all over the ice, physical, imposing. The offense was terrific. They were able to net 6 goals, but the storyline to me is the defense. They were able to absolutely shut down this Lake Forest team who had a really good offense for most of the season and held them to just 11 shots on goal through 3 periods. Really impressive from Loyola, and I think as they move on, they're going to be a team to look out for without a doubt.
No doubt about it. Loyola, with the way that they can defend, they've had a goaltender that's played well all year. They've had scoring from their top lines. It's a dangerous team as you get later into these playoffs. See how far that their two-way play can take them. We're going to send it down to Anthony, who's got Charlie Trapp with him.
Thanks, guys. Here's with the victorious goaltender, Charlie Trapp. A great effort tonight. What can you say about your team?
We played well all around. End of the second period, you got a little shaky, but we came back in the third and closed the game out.
So when you came to Loyola, obviously as a freshman, did you anticipate starting playoff games already?
I did not. One of our other goalies, Declan Smith, got injured early in the year, and that kind of called me to the spot. So,
how have you been able to take advantage of your opportunity and continue to excel between the pipes?
Just work hard during practice, just building bonds between teammates. It's just been great here.
And you guys advance to the next round now. What are you looking forward to as the playoffs continue?
Just keep the hard work up. Just keep playing how we were in the first and third period of this game, and yeah, just keep the goals coming.
Awesome, congratulations. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. Want to thank everybody for tuning in today to all of our broadcasts. Our production team has been doing a great job all day long. We'll have a couple more games to finish out this quadruple header. As coming up next, it is going to be Glenbrook South against St. Ignatius, with St. Ignatius leading that series 1-0. But we'll give you the recap in this one. Loyola Gold, a 6-1 victory over Lake Forest. Peter Lochnicki leading the way with a pair of goals. And Jobert, Long, Pereno, and Messina all getting on the board as well. The lone goal scorer for Lake Forest was Jackson Drum. And that will bring the SHL playoff run to an end for Lake Forest as Loyola moves on to the semifinals. Want to thank our production team led by Jimmy Olson once again. For Anthony Pasquale, my name is Chris Dubiel. Hoping you enjoyed today's game. We will see you next time here on the SHL Network.